the night my wife came home from her cousin's wedding. She hugged me like nothing had happened. But 3 weeks later, a doctor called me with a secret that destroyed our marriage. And the worst part? My wife already knew. For 8 years, I believed I had married the woman I would grow old with. Her name was Emily, and to everyone around us, we were the perfect couple. We had a comfortable home, good jobs, weekend routines, and the kind of marriage people secretly envied. Then Emily left for a 5-day wedding trip with her friends. "Don't worry," she told me before leaving. "I just need some time away." I kissed her forehead and told her to enjoy herself. I had no idea that those 5 days would become the beginning of the end. When Emily returned, something about her had changed. She was quieter. She avoided my eyes. She stopped letting me touch her. And whenever her phone rang, she walked into another room. I asked her what was wrong. "Nothing," she said. But there was definitely something. A few weeks later, Emily became sick. She complained about exhaustion, fever, and pain. I drove her to the hospital thinking it was some ordinary infection. After several tests, the doctor asked to speak with both of us privately. He looked at Emily first. Then he looked at me. "We found an infection," he said carefully. "It appears to have been sexually transmitted." My entire body went cold. I stared at Emily. She didn't look surprised. That was the moment I knew. She had already known. I asked the doctor, how long could she have had it? He explained that it was impossible to determine exactly when it happened, but I didn't need an exact date. I remembered the wedding trip. I remembered her strange behavior, and suddenly every unanswered question had an answer. On the drive home, neither of us spoke. Finally, I asked, "Did you sleep with someone at that wedding?" Emily started crying. "I made a mistake." Those 4 words destroyed 8 years of my life. I pulled the car over. "A mistake?" I whispered. "You don't accidentally betray your husband." She admitted that she had been drinking at the wedding. She said an old friend of the groom had been there. One conversation became flirting. Flirting became something more. And then she found out she was sick. Instead of telling me immediately, she came home and pretended nothing had happened. She had put my health at risk because she was afraid of losing me. I couldn't forgive that. But I also didn't want revenge, at least not at first. I moved into the guest room and contacted a lawyer. Emily begged me to stay. "I love you," she cried. I looked at her and said, "You loved me when you made the decision too." That sentence ended whatever was left of our marriage. The divorce became ugly. Emily told our friends that I had abandoned her when she was sick. She never told them why. So I stayed silent. Until the day she tried to destroy my reputation. She told people I had been cold, heartless, and cruel. That was when I finally decided she deserved the truth. I didn't expose private medical details. I didn't humiliate her. I simply showed the evidence that mattered. The messages she had exchanged with the man from the wedding, and the timeline proving she had hidden the betrayal. Within days, everyone knew the truth. The people who had blamed me stopped calling her. Her friends disappeared, and the man she had risked our marriage for, he disappeared too. Emily called me one final time. "You ruined my life," she said. I was quiet for a moment. "No, Emily, I didn't ruin your life." "You did." "No," I answered. "I just stopped protecting the lie that ruined it." Then I hung up. Months later, the divorce was finalized. I sold the house, moved to another city, and started rebuilding my life. For a long time, I thought revenge meant making someone suffer the way they made you suffer. But I eventually learned something better. Sometimes revenge is simply walking away. Sometimes it's refusing to lie for someone who betrayed you. And sometimes the strongest revenge is becoming so happy without them that they finally understand exactly what they lost. Emily's wedding trip destroyed our marriage. Her secret destroyed my trust. The divorce destroyed our past. But in the end, I realized something unexpected. She didn't destroy my future. She only made room for it.